I'm Dean Huppert, and this is the Coaches Show presented by Southwestern Michigan College. And here with me, the head coach of the Mishawaka Cavemen, 2-1, heading into another big conference game.
Yeah, we bounced back really well last Friday. It kind of struggled to rebound early in the week after week 2, but we had good days Wednesday and Thursday, and then I thought we played pretty well on Friday.
And you came at them from a lot of different angles. Talk about that. Just a lot of contributors, balanced offense, and making plays.
Well, we were able to take care of the football. We had one drive-killing penalty, which, we reminded our kids again that can't happen. But other than that, we took care of the football. We didn't have bad penalties. The ball wasn't on the ground. And so when we can do that, we can stay on schedule offensively, and we converted 2 4th and shorts, and we're able to put points on the board on every other possession.
On offense, if people want to key on somebody, Brady's got 5 touchdowns, but then Novell has 5 touchdowns, and you get that big receiver out there.
Yeah, that was fun. Fun way to end the half. Throwing it up to Trey, and he made a really good play on the ball, and just the ability to be aggressive when you have, a good athlete like that on the outside. So that was a big moment for us as well. But, we've got a lot of stuff to still get better at, and that's kind of the message that we gave our kids this week is, we're trying to win in October and November, and that happens with the way that you prepare right now.
People may look at Goshen's record, but when you start off with New Prairie and Fairfield and even Wawasee, they're starting to get better at the right time.
Yeah, they are, and Tom has been around for a long time. He's a really good football coach. They've got some good players. They're just really thin. They got a lot of guys that have to play both ways, and because of that, they've been in games for the first half and then just kind of worn down in the second half. So we've talked to our kids. I think their quarterback and their running back are really good football players. They've got a lineman that's going to Ball State. So they've got some players.
Yeah, you look at Elliott on tape, and he scores a touchdown, but he also gets 10 tackles. And you've got some kids like that, too, who are performers, who are just doing their job. When people come out here Friday night at Steel Stadium, I know you're going to be excited to have that home crowd, but also excited to get some kids who have now gotten some experience 3 games in, who can maybe feel comfortable and just be themselves.
Yeah, I think we're starting to figure out where people belong. It took us a few weeks. We've had a different starting lineup all 3 games that we played, and it's not because of injuries, but more because of just trying to figure out what the best unit that we can put on the field is, and some of that's going to change week to week and opponent by opponent.
Yeah, what's something that you look forward to on game day? Just maybe fans don't even get a chance to see it, but you come to Steel Stadium, here it is, it's time for the game, and this is what you enjoy.
I really like future Cavemen. It's really neat to see the kids in the end zone before the game, and a lot of those kids are hopefully kids that I'm around long enough to coach in a few years. So that's kind of neat to make that connection and just to see the joy that they have when they see their favorite player in the line. And then just the overall, experience of being at Steel Stadium.
I've caught a couple pictures of you and your dad just sitting up in the stands. I know you don't get much time with him before the game, but those moments got to be special because he's probably the guy who got this in your belly. And I know you guys used to go to games all the time together.
Yeah, so we were usuals at home Gymtown games, but back in those early 90s in the Northern State Conference, there were some long road trips and games that we just didn't feel like wanted to make the trip, so Dad would take me to Rice Field or to Freed Field or to Foreman Field, and we would watch games there. And so I grew up just watching football in the area. I think from the age of being, maybe my first year being 6 years old. I've never missed a state final since then. He took me every year. It's kind of become a fun family tradition. And so it's neat that, he's now the seat saver for a block of people. And so he gets here early, and then we have just those few minutes to visit and him tell me to throw the ball more and that sort of stuff. So
off topic of Mishawaka football, but it is Mishawaka football, the Beef Bash at the end of the month. What could you say to fans to support this cause for Mike Faulkner that's going to happen September 30th? They can buy tickets right now on mishawakaschools.com/beefbash.
Well, just for the simple fact that I think it's going to be a really fun social event, right? downtown Mishawaka, which Phil Blasco has done a tremendous job building that up and making it a place where people want to go and spend time. So you take that and you take Lake Bed, the band that's kind of bred by School City of Mishawaka employees, and you put that together with just a bunch of people that love Mike Faulkner. And if you knew Mike Faulkner and you love Mike Faulkner, you're probably a good person. So yeah, I hope it's just a lot of good people hanging out, having fun, celebrating the life of someone that meant so much to our place.
All right. Well, good luck this Friday night in Goshen, and then you're going to have Plymouth, and then all of a sudden it gets even more fun with Warsaw and Northwood.
Yeah, we're heading in it, and I told our kids, yesterday, the conference championship's going to be won this month for us. We got 5 conference games in September, right? We're gonna either win it or lose it in this month. We still will have Concord and Wawasee in early October, but we're either going to put ourselves in a position to win the conference this month, or we're not, and that's kind of the bottom line.
All right, we appreciate it. And this has been Keith Kinder, the Coaches Show, presented by Southwestern Michigan College.